Hello guys, and welcome to another Star Stable video. This is gonna be about a topic, I don't think it's been covered much, maybe by a few people. It's gonna be going over a few horse colors, like coat colors, that I like to see more in the game, and also ones we don't need to see more of, like I think there's too much of. First one I'm actually gonna see right here would be like a chestnut, gold chestnut, also known as pearl. Like this Lusitano I'm riding, because so far this is the only one that's ever appeared in the game. I don't understand why, because actually, I didn't originally like it, but as soon as I found like the right tack and equipment for it, it actually looks really good now. So, I wish they'd put that on more horses, because I feel like it's actually a nice color once you just know what to do with it. But, like I said, this is the only one that ever appeared. We had Pearlinos, but not like a chestnut pearl. So, I'd like to see more of it, and a few more is over here that I want to talk about. One would be like this, what this North Swedish has. There's also an Arabian that has, but I think this North Swedish horse has a kind of better example of it, which is kind of a blood bay, which is like a reddish to like, it has like a red, kind of a red tint in it, for bay colors. And I feel like there's actually not a lot of bays in general in the game. You know, if it's a very common color for horses, I don't get why. There's actually not a lot of them that I can at least think of. A lot of the older models had them, but a lot of the newer ones are not getting it for some odd reason. But yeah, like a blood bay like this, or like it's almost like a dapple blood bay. I think would be very cool to see again, because out of all the bays you even have, that's very few. Blood bay is definitely the least common. The only ones I've seen is on one of the Arabians, which is probably going to get updated soon, which hopefully will keep kind of a blood bay color, or at least one of them. And yeah, that's the one I've seen besides for this North Swedish, and this one has a little bit of kind of a purple to it, which kind of sets me off a little bit, and that's kind of an issue they're having with a lot of the bay coats and even some of the black coats too. They need to do, because I know they've done really good bays before, but I would like to see more blood bays like this again, and even maybe a little more, because like I said, it's a very common color, but for some reason in Star Stable here, they're not including it a whole lot. I don't understand why, because it is not a bad color. Another one actually over here is like with this your warm blood hat, which is like a almost like a seal bay Appaloosa kind of coat. I know they're probably gonna once again redo like the Appaloozas, paints, and quarter horses because they all have the same model right now, and it's very outdated. Only issue is just don't mirror it like they did for this one. Just don't mirror it, please. Nobody likes it. But yeah, like maybe something with this kind of coat color. Even if it's a solid color, it's a very nice bay. Aside for like the mirroring, so one thing that's setting me off right now is that. But other than that, it's a really nice shade, and it's one of the few I think it does not have like does not really have a purple tint into it. It's actually just more blackish, maybe a little bit of blue, which isn't too bad. I think it looks nice. It's besides, it's like I said, if it wasn't mirrored, I'd totally ride that horse more. I do own it until I realized it was mirrored, so that kind of bugs me now. Okay. Next one is actually we're looking at one of the older models, because they used to do this, but they really don't do it anymore. It comes to the horse market here. I'm glad this thing is actually permanent now, so it's easy to do this. Just gotta find it real quick. I believe it's kind of far in now. Okay, a little bit more. No, not quite. Sorry, I don't come here that much to know. Okay, one more should do it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, it's actually with these older Friesians. Like, I like how jet black these horses are. Like, there's not really any true, really deep blacks like this anymore in the game. I mean, yes, there's black horses, but I feel like the game is adding a little bit too much shine to them, and it's making them look kind of blue to me. So I don't get why they're going with the black model, which I know, once again, the newer Friesian's also a Gen 2, which they are remodeling. So hopefully if they do remodel the Friesians again, one, make them thicker, because they are a little thin. And the other thing is, yeah, I would like to see it go back to being like jet black like this, where it's like really deep or kind of smoky like the ones over there. But not to the point where it's like nearly blue, because that's kind of weird, and they're doing it for a lot of black horses now. I don't know why. Um, it just, I don't think it looks very good with the blue tint on it. It just looks better when it's like jet black. I think I have a few more colors to show you that are not common, and I would like to see more of. And then I will show you the ones I think we don't really need any more of. Go to a trailer actually, because it's kind of a far ride for me. There's actually the last two I need to show you are in Epona. And it's a new Hillcrest. Let's just go to Crescent Moon Village, because that's just a little close to the shop, I think, and plus it's just fun to ride. And a trailer, I think at New Hillcrest actually kind of glitches a bit. If you have that same problem, yeah, I don't know why it's like that. Sometimes it feels like it pushes me out or kicks me out whenever I'm trying using it. So, I mean, even the Jarlheim ones do that for some odd reason. Okay. Okay. Almost there, guys. Okay, the last two are right next to each other I want to show you. First one is actually this silver, like this nice silvery Friesian. I actually really love this one. Actually, out of all the Friesians, it's actually my favorite, believe it or not. I know a lot of people are definitely not agreeing with me on this one. But I think it's actually a very beautiful coat, and I like how it has kind of a metallic sheen like that. But so far this is only really this, and I see an Icelandic that has kind of behind that horse too, that has kind of the same coat too, but it's really not that common to have like a actual silver gray in the game. And I would like to see more of it, honestly, too, because I think it's actually a very nice coat color. I don't know why they're not doing this one as much, because I think it's very pretty. And same with the one next door, which is like a liver flaxen chestnut. I think this one looks actually very gorgeous too. It's a very nice color, besides for the little bit of purple tint like around the neck and chest there. But I think it's a very nice color, and there's not a whole lot of liver chestnuts in the game, and there's definitely not a lot of flaxen ones either. I mean, and I wish they would actually do what they did here with the flaxen mane and make it a little more creamy and kind of brown tinted, because I think most of the flaxen horses we have in this game, the mane is just way too white, and it does not go with the color, unless maybe it's like a palomino kind of color or like a light gold chestnut with a flaxen mane. And but on like darker ones, like these liver chestnuts and even the chocolate Icelandic over there, it does not look good. I'll show you. Like this one, like the mane's like just does not go with that coat color, because I think it should be a little more creamy and not like a white like that. So, but I think I've already discussed that before in horses I regret buying before, so I'll not talk about that again. But yeah, those are just horses I think that we could use more colors of, because there's like there's just not many, and they look very pretty. What do you guys probably think about that? If you agree with a lot of these colors, and if we need more of them, or if there's or is there other colors you think that we could use more of, or if you also think there's a color that's coming too much? Because I'm about to go over that next. Here we go. Now, one of them's gonna be over here. Actually, most of them are probably gonna be in the Silverglade area because that's where they do a lot of new horses. Either for Penta, but they're moving them usually now. But one of them is one of the colors actually is here in Epona. Actually, I probably could have done it back there, but I just don't know why I'm running. Okay. I know I've probably gone over this one before, like in horses I like, I don't really like, but everyone else likes. But I'm just gonna use it as an example again. For the color, which is a light gray, also known as a white gray sometimes because it looks like it's white, but it's actually called a gray because they're born dark, like black, and then they just age they get age and then get the white coat later, which is why they're called grays. You can tell is with the hooves and the muzzle. But yeah, these light grays are becoming very common. I don't know why they keep including a bunch of them. Because like every new model so far, except unless it's like the Tinker, really, I think is the newest one that didn't really have one. Because it's mostly just Pintos. But yeah, for some reason, a lot of the new horses, including some I actually really like, a lot of them are coming with these light gray coats. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because they're trying to cater to younger kids or something. And I know they always want like a horse with a white coat because of like princesses and unicorns and stuff. But to me, they're getting kind of overdone now. And I don't know. I think we need like maybe a break from light grays, and we could use some other colors because really horses do come in a big variety of colors, especially a lot of the breeds in this game. Like I know there are certain ones like the Akhal-Teke. I hope I'm saying that right. I still don't know if I'm saying it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know that's one of the breeds, and same with the Lipizzaner, that does not come in a lot of coat colors, so that's understandable. That breed's like a certain color, but a lot of horses do come in a lot of colors. So that's when I'm just gonna go to Silverglade Village, and the manor. About these next ones. Oh, I'm sorry. There's actually a horse here that I'm gonna cover that we should need more of too. Forget about this one. Nice thing is the horse for sales are right here. It would actually be oh, they moved it over there, I think now. Yeah. It is what this Trackner is. And this is called an iron gray, or like a light dapple gray, but this is also called iron gray. They could come from like really light gray to like even a really dark gray, but they always have like a black mane like that. So far this one and that Teke over there, that's technically called a silvery buckskin, but it can also be an iron gray too. So far the only ones I've seen that have this kind of coat color. I think it's a really nice color in real life. It is kind of rare, so I can understand why they don't do it as much. But they, I think they could cover it more with iron grays. And, I think it'd be a nice addition to have more of them. I'm gonna go over another color I think we don't need more of, which are, actually, there's a lot. I already see like 3 of them here. I just saw like 3, I think. I'll just click on those Andalusian, or Perlinos and Cremellos / Albino, also known as sometimes True Whites, because these guys actually are born really white, and they're very rare. I don't know why there's actually so many of them in the game now. I don't know, like once again, just like the same thing with the light grays, they're just overusing them probably for like little kids, probably because they think it's like, oh, pretty fairy tale horse, but they're getting really overused, just like the light gray. Cremellos and Perlinos are definitely becoming really overused, and they're not even that common, which is, I don't get why they're even more, there's more of them even like than bay or chestnut horses in this game. And I really think they could use a break. I mean, because like ever since there's the albino or Carmelo version of the Lusitano actually came out, I noticed for the app version. I do have it because I love Lusitanos, but it's really just becoming overdone ever since that horse came out. I noticed, since there's even one for the Chincoteague pony. There's the Andalusian back there. There's two actually two of the Teke's got that color for some odd reason. I don't know why there's two of them. And yeah, there's just a lot. I don't know why they just keep doing it. Because even a lot of the Gen 2s actually had it. I don't know why there's that many. When it's not that common. And the last coat, actually, there's not as many as I thought there would probably be. It's all the way back here. I'm just going to use a Lusitano for an example. You know, once again, I like it, the coat, and I like the breed. But like I said, I just think it needs a break, is all. Go through here. Uh-oh, game glitched a bit. Hate when that happens. Buckskin one, yeah, here we go. I don't know why it's been glitching like that. But yeah, like I said, I like the breed and I like the coat, but there's actually been a lot of buckskins in the game lately. I mean, I kind of like these sootier ones like this, where it's kind of smoky. But, for some reason, there's been a lot of buckskins in the game. I don't know why there's so many now, because even the Tinker, that one and the Silver Dapple are the only ones that are getting a solid color, and I don't know why it's particularly a buckskin. When Tinkers actually in real life come in a huge variety of colors, whereas solid or Pinto. But I don't know why they're suddenly choosing the buckskin one, because to me it's not really the best looking one out of all of them. And I just think they're getting, I don't know why there's this many buckskins in the game, and like I said, it's even more than the bays actually are. And bay is a lot more common than buckskin horses are. Because I think buckskin's kind of like how the Palomino horses are in real life, where you need like a really certain genetic in order to even get them. And I believe it's with Palominos and black horses usually in order to get them. So you can see why it's very less common, since it's even hard to get a Palomino too. So I don't know why particularly they're releasing so many buckskins. I wonder if it's because maybe Spirit's not in the game anymore. You know, it's definitely not the right Spirit. Definitely older Spirits for me, guys. You probably all agree with me. And I think, like I said, it's a nice coat color, but it definitely needs a break. We don't really need too many more buckskins in the game. Not for a little while. But that's it, guys. Those are at least the coats I could think of that don't need to be in, don't need any more attention for a little bit, and ones that do need attention. So let me know, guys, if you know a color that maybe hasn't been in the game at all, or if you know one that's not common and you would like to see more of, and which coats actually do you think don't need a whole lot of attention anymore. Comment down below, and I would love to hear it from you about this, and happy riding.